What is going on, everyone? My name is Jax and welcome back to the channel. Today I have a really cool video. I'm going over my all Kabam original characters and designs Google document that I made for everyone, because there's a lot of misconception when it comes to Kabam original characters and Kabam original designs. Now this video is only going to serve the purpose of going over some misconceptions and even how Kabam original characters have influenced the main comic books of Marvel Comics. This list is very long, and the videos that I posted before are like 20-minute long, so I don't really want to keep you too long. So it's only 61 characters long. I grouped certain characters like the Adaptoids, Symbiotes, and Adaptoids, so it's not too long, and there's about probably 2 to 3 sentences, 2 to 5 sentences per character. So you kind of read through if there's a certain character you want me, if I didn't go over, you're like, hey, can I check the list out? Check in the description, check in the first comment. I definitely want people to check this out and get to know the awesome Kabam creations, or you get to know what kind of designs got influenced for the contest and some other stuff like that. It's really cool. I put a lot of time and work into this. Especially just like my other document of all NPCs in the contest that was 80 characters long. I'm going to try to make this as short as possible. So first, I want to start off with the Collector. The Collector is, his design is actually based off of a single comic book. Yeah, you'll be surprised. A single comic book. It is actually an X-23 comic book. You can see X-23 there, and he in the Collector in this outfit. Even this outfit, he doesn't wear it in the actual MCOC comic books. So he had a single comic book for X-23 in 2012, and the design started development in the beginning of 2014. So it's kind of cool that like a single comic book influenced the design of the contest, which is really cool. Now he did have a younger version of himself in the contest through an Elder's Tale. Same thing with Karina and even the Grandmaster, as it showed them discovering the Battle Realm, and so they all had new appearances. So I counted those as commemorative designs, as obviously we've never seen the Elders young before, and so that's something that the Collector had, as he had a different outfit when he was younger, which is really cool. Alright, so next one are the Adaptoids. The Adaptoids, their design is actually based off of the 2014 Avengers comics, and that's what they look like, so it's kind of cool. I eventually want to make a video of like every single outfit in the game and what it was based off in the comics. I think that'd be a really cool video. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. The next one is the Maestro. Now the Maestro, his design's Kabam original. Even this same design appeared in the actual MCOC comic books, as he was the main villain of it. Which is really cool, is that this design is you could actually in the comics see him get this armor, which is really cool. It's an Iron Hulk armor. I really love this armor, and I really like the backstory of this. I wish they would have kind of told that in the game, but you can kind of see it in the comic books, and even actually how he got Captain America's shield as well. And that's actually from the Air Capitan. I butchered that, I'm sorry. But yeah, that's where he's from, so it's just, I think it's really cool. In the comics themselves, he actually got a different armor set in the comics than he did in the game, and that's actually the Ice of Spear armor, the God Killer armor. Now in the game, he didn't get this armor because Thanos, the Summoner, and Thanos stopped him, so, you know, kind of sucks. Next one is Guillotine, and now Guillotine is the first Kabam original character for the game, as well as the comic books. She obviously appeared in the comic books the same month she appeared in the game, and she has the exact same outfit in the comic books. Sometimes in the comic books she'll appear with like strawberry blonde hair. It's a little weird because she has red hair in some panels and she has blonde in others. I don't know, it's strange. But yeah, she's a totally Kabam original character. This is a 616 version of Guillotine, so it's not the same Guillotine from the game, but it is a 616. Now, even though she is 616, she actually later joined a European team with Captain Britain, the British Punisher, and some other UK stuff, which is really cool. So she's in the comics still this day. I think last time she was in the 2018 comics, the US Avengers run, which is really cool. Now, just today, it was actually revealed of her secret identity. So this is some concept art of what she would look like if she was actually not wearing her Guillotine outfit. So it's kind of cool. This is just revealed today, that I really wanted to share this video today and actually get this concept art out by Gabriel Fazera, the creative director of Contest Champions and Marvel Realm Champions. It's just so cool. She looks so sick. I love it. It looks like she's kind of like a curator or something. Like she's got like a big blueprint with the old with the old thing strapped to her, which is really cool. So I think it's awesome. I love Guillotine. I love that she's actually in the 616 comic books, and she's a reoccurring character for the UK teams. The next one is Symbiotes. Just like Guillotine, they actually appeared in the comic books at the same time they joined the game, because Act 4 actually started the same time Blood and Venom did. And so yeah, they're the exact same in the games and the comics. Just in the comic books, there's no class ISO. It's just a specific source. But in the game, there's different types of ISO. But that's the only difference. So that's why like one of them looks pink, I think, is because it meant to be skill, but the just appears pink. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Obviously, they're just Adaptoids with the Symbiotes, so it's really cool. And in the game, Symbiote Supreme actually leads all of them, which is really cool. The next one is Deadpooloids. They're just Symbiotes. So a lot of people forgot about them. They're just Symbiotes, so it's pretty nice. Next one's Venom. There's a lot of misconceptions about Venom. It's because he actually appeared in the comic books 5 years before he joined the contest as a what-if character. And then at the same, I think a year later, after the same year he joined the game, there's actually a Deadpool Venom comic, and that's what he looks like in that year that he joined the game. So he doesn't look the same as he does in the contest. So the contest is still an original design, but what's really cool about the contest is that they actually influenced Venompool's design going after this Deadpool Venom comic. So yeah, his design actually influenced the main Marvel comics. So it's already 2 Kabam original characters that have influenced the comics, which is really cool. I think that's really nice. I'm going to skip a lot of this and just go to Civil Warrior, just so you can read about... oh, you know what? I missed Guillotine's alternate design. This is her concept art. Sorry, I missed that. But this is her concept art before she got the outfit that joined the game. All right, anyways, going to Civil Warrior, there's like a misconception that Civil Warrior is not a original character because Hydra Supreme wore a very similar outfit in the comics, but it's actually completely false because this outfit in the comics of Secret Empire, the finale of it, was actually based on the Civil Warrior outfit in the game. Yeah, Bill Rosenman, who works at Marvel Games, is the director of Marvel Games. He straight up said that like this outfit, this thing was based out of the Civil Warrior. So that's another conventional character that's influenced Marvel Comics. It's crazy, right? Like that's like 3 in a row that have influenced the main Marvel Comics, which I think is really cool. There's a couple other characters, like I talked about the Grandmaster. His outfit is Commemorative Design. First appeared in the comics, the MCOC comics, and then in the game. There's a lot of other characters that have just original designs. I'm just going to go over them real quick. Howard, there was never a mech suit in the comics. They just wanted to make Howard like a fighting character. It's hard to make a duck a fighting character, so they made him a mech suit. King Groot is actually based on the first appearance of Groot in the comics. This is what he looks like, and they had just updated that version of him. Punisher 29 actually appeared in the MCOC comics a year before he joined the game, and that's actually, here's some concept art of it, which is really nice. And this design did not appear before, and you can kind of see his classic design right there. And then that's the brand new ISO plated armor that appeared in the comics, the MCOC comics, before he joined the game. It's just really cool. The Ice of Warrior people were kind of the seeds for Aegon. They died long before the Collector found the Battle Realm, but it's just pretty cool. Next is Morningstar. She's an original character, which is really awesome. Here's her human form. She's Queen Hassan, and she's like basically she was the nemesis of Guillotine, but they're kind of like best friends, almost sisters now. It's actually really cool. I'll talk about a little about her later on, but basically she's encased in a magical Iron Maiden, which is really cool. There's some more commemorative designs. Sentry and Void are really cool characters because Sentry's outfit's from the comics, just a modern version of it, but his concept art was actually that while he was gone for 30 years, he actually started growing ISO crystals all over his body and had different multiversal outfits based on other Sentries. It was like really cool. And then Void, his appearance in the comics are like a monster emerging from Sentry, but Kabam had a thing where they had trouble switching Void and Sentry in their SP3 animations, so they made Void almost a carbon copy of Sentry, just with like a Void appearance. So just a fun little thing. Karina in the comics, it looks completely different, almost like an entirely new different character in the comics. Like I would honestly count Karina as a brand new original character because the amount of work they put in Karina in the game is beautiful. The one in the comics has not been updated in years and just married Korvac, got mistaken for Wasp, became like a Singularity Wasp. It was weird and then just disappeared. So not a big fan of the comic books, but the MCOC ones, her designs are really cool. So yeah. A lot of these are just like ISO 8 Sentinels 100 years in the future, new design from the contest, brand new, and then they glow with the color of the ISO they're infused with. So the playable one we have is actually just basic ISO, which is really nice. The nameless characters are just like black and white versions of the MCOC characters, and Vision's actually the only one based on a previous one, is actually because Vision's based on White Vision, which is really cool. Massacre looked completely different in the comics just because he looks like a homemade Deadpool costume, so they just updated it and made it look brand new. Goldpool, just Gold Deadpool, Hydra Super Adaptoid. Just the Adaptoids in the game, just with the Hydra logo on the face and Arnim Zola controlling it, which is kind of cool. Summon Symbiote, he's just a symbiote that we got to play with, which is really nice. He was a gift to us by the collector. Symbiote Supreme is a Kabam original character. He's Doctor Strange and Venom, and he actually influenced the comics quite recently. Like in the new Heroes Reborn comics, what is it called? I forget. Anyways, the character in Heroes Reborn gets the Eye of Agamotto and the Venom symbiote, and he looks really similar to Symbiote Supreme. There have been other Doctor Strange with the Venom symbiote, and it's actually really cool how kind of like similar they look. So he's definitely influenced. Like it's crazy how many Kabam original characters influence the Marvel comics. Aegon and Venom the Duck, two Kabam original characters. If anyone's watching this, if you go to New York Comic Con 2018, the videos that they posted, there's a huge stage that Marvel Contest Champions set up, and they talk about how Aegon joined the game and how much work Kabam and Marvel worked hand in hand in creating Aegon. It's such a beautiful thing, because there's like this misconception that that MCOC characters that are Kabam original are not Marvel characters. It's just completely false, and that video confirms that, like, how much work goes into make them authentic, real Marvel characters. It's just really awesome. A lot of these, like Negative Zone H-Tor, Thanos, Power Stone Champion, they're just based off the regular version of those characters from the comics, just with like a Kabam twist appearance-wise and story-wise. So I'm just gonna skip those and go to Guillotine 29. She's a new Guillotine, the second Guillotine we've gotten playable. The third wielder of the La Fleur du Mal sword that we have playable, which is really cool. And she actually, now Queen Hassan, Morningstar, inhabits her body, so it's really cool. And I'll talk a little bit more about it when we go to Purgatory. Nameless Collector, Doombots, they kind of look like the comics. Or the Nameless Collector is just the regular collector, just black and white, because he's a carbon copy of himself, just created by the Death Stone. The Doombots don't look like the ones in the comics, because Doombots in the comics just look like either giant robots, or they look like copy and paste of Doom. So they kind of did a really good job at like making him similar to Doom, but not making him similar. But it's really cool. Then I'm just gonna not talk about Platinum Pool, because he's just, Gold Pool, just Platinum Pool. There's not any story to him, which is unfortunate. Sorcerer Supreme, Storm Pyramid X, Silver Centurion, and Jawari Panther are MCOC champions. They joined the game because what happens in the contest is we have this threat that's coming to the battle world and battle realm, is that he's like in the prison, and if he escaped, it looks like he's going to destroy the entire realm, including battle world. And so it's a threat to both areas, and so these characters have joined the game to help us defeat it in the future. Except for Storm. I think Storm just came because of Baron Apocalypse. But yeah, so Sorcerer Supreme is actually based on the Doctor Strange with the blue mask outfit, which is really nice, which is cool. Storm's just based on Storm as a horseman, which is really nice. Jabari Panther's based off of the Jabari tribe in the MCU and the comics, which is really cool. And Silver Centurion's obviously the Silver Centurion outfit from the comics, just like refurbished, and then he made it his own because he's actually carrying a legacy of being the descendant of War Machine, which is really nice. The Overseer and Purgatory are really the brand new characters that came out this month. The Overseer is a young version of the Maestro. He is almost the spitting image of Maestro. It's actually crazy. Like, look how similar they are. The only difference is obviously the Overseer is a younger version of the Maestro, but in the comics, the 2020 Maestro comics, he's actually a younger Maestro. So it's like almost, this is like not even a Kabam original character, because he's so similar visually to the Maestro. The only thing different is the Infinity Gauntlet with the Cosmic Cube in it. So that's the only difference, which is really cool. Which is really nice. Okay, the next one's Purgatory. Purgatory is a really cool character because she's an alternate version. She's an alternate version of Morningstar. If she had actually defeated Guillotine the first time she joined the game, and she actually holds the first sword, the Guillotine La Fleur du Mal, the first version of it, because when she killed Guillotine, she unlocked the demon inside, and that's what like turned into the demon. So she still looks like Morningstar with the Iron Maiden parts, but like demon parts. It's really cool. I really enjoy it. She's a brand new character, and it's really nice to see that just see the similarities between her and Morningstar and how she's evil, and it's really cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I try to make it as quick as possible so you can actually just, if you want to read more, you can read it yourself, or if you have anything you want to talk to me about, just let me know. I know so much about this game. I just want to share it, and I want to have people learn new stuff about the game. It's just really awesome. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Peace out, everybody.